guys, it's Court. Thanks for being here. I am in the same hairstyle, lighting, I just filmed my favorites video like 5 minutes ago, so I figured I would try and pop this one in here real quick before Haley wakes up from her little nap. So ignore the swatches on the back of my hand. They don't mean anything. They were from the last video. So I'm going to show you today my top 5 favorite palettes. I'm going to go from size, from smallest to biggest, and then my 2 honorable mentions at the end, because that's just how they're sitting on my lap. They're not all eyeshadow palettes. I do have a couple different ones in here to show you, but these are just ones that I've been using lately, reaching for nonstop, and a couple of them are holy grail. 2 of them are my holy grail. I could not live without these palettes. So the first one I would like to show you is the Anastasia Shadow Couture World Traveler. This is a beautiful neutral palette. I know it has this blue. These 3 colors right here are not as neutral. This one as well, but don't let them scare you. They are so easy to work with. I love this palette. I love the shades of it, and it is gorgeous for every day. This is perfect for a very neutral, very natural eye look, or you can smoke it up and glam it out with this thing. It really does a lot of different looks, and that's something that I really look for in a palette, is if I can do more, obviously more than one look, just using one palette. That really impresses me when I can do that. So Anastasia World Traveler Shadow Couture. Really love that. And it has 12 shadows in it, and I think it was 30 bucks. So you can't really beat that. The second one I've had for a while, and if I have another palette that doesn't really have doesn't really have everything that I need in it. Excuse me, I just drank a whole bunch of Pepsi, I'm sorry. Then this one probably has it. It's my Too Faced Chocolate Bar. It has beautiful crease colors. It has beautiful transition colors. It has this beautiful purple right here for a little pop of color. This highlight right here is beautiful on the cheeks. Oh, it's so gorgeous. There's some really pretty colors in here for fall time. They're so pigmented. Too Faced just does eyeshadow amazingly. Like, I have never been disappointed in any of their palettes. This right here is one of my all-time favorite transition shades. It is gorgeous. So like I said, if I have another palette that doesn't have everything that I need in it, chances are that the chocolate bar is going to have it. So the next palette that I have for you is not an eyeshadow palette. This is the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I love this. All of these little powders in here, except this banana shade one. I'm too light to use banana shade colors. All the bronzers and the rest of the highlights all have their little uses. There's cool tone ones for contouring. There's a warmer one that I love bronzing my skin with. There's a flat, regular, right here. This is just a matte kind of powder. It's perfect for setting your under eyes with. This is a gorgeous light highlight. This is a gorgeous peachy colored highlight. Like, it just has so many different beautiful colors, and they all have their own uses. So that's the NYX Contour palette, and it is drugstore. It was only 25 bucks, and you get 8 huge pans of product in there. Next one I want to show you is not an eyeshadow palette either. This is from Morphe Brushes, and this is their B9 blush palette. It is so pretty. It has blush in here for every time of year. This one is gorgeous. Like, I love the colors of blush that come out in the fall time. They are so pretty. So yeah, this is the B9. They're very smooth, very creamy, very pigmented. They blend very well, and it's just a very good palette. I think it was 20 bucks. I might have gotten it on sale, but I think I only paid 20 bucks for it. 9B, not B9. Sorry about that. You can see it gets dirty very easily. Haley's out there fussing, so I'm just going to blow through the rest of these as quick as I can. This is, I know you've been hearing about this constantly, but this is a holy grail palette for me. This is the 35O from Morphe. It's just stunning. It's got the most beautiful neutral colors for fall. I mean, you could use this any time of year. And this shade right here, which would be the third one in from the, if you're looking at it from the left on the top, makes a beautiful, beautiful cheek highlight. It is absolutely gorgeous. And the rest of the shades in here are just perfect. This is a gorgeous transition. This is beautiful in the crease. Like, there's just not enough good things that I can say about this palette. It blends effortlessly. It's affordable. There's 35 shadows in here, and it's 20 bucks. I hate to show it because it is not available. It is out of stock at the moment, but I got this before there was like all the hype around it. I just saw it one day, and I was like, oh, fall palette. And I grabbed it, and then all of a sudden I was seeing it everywhere, and I was like, oh, thank God I picked that up. So my 2 honorable mentions, my first one is this Buxom Dolly's Wild Side palette. I love this. If you have green eyes, this palette will be your best friend. It's all purple and mauve tone shadows with a couple little neutrals. This one here, These three down here are more neutral, and these three down here kind of have purple or mauve kind of undertones to them. This is the eyeshadow palette that I reach for when I'm trying to race out the door, but I still want to look nice, because these are no muss, no fuss. They basically blend themselves. Like, they are so easy to use. This one right here is a little powdery, as is the purple one on the end, but they're so gorgeous. I don't mind. They're a little bit powdery, but I don't really have too much trouble with fallout, so that's a really good thing. But yeah, Dolly's Wild Side, gorgeous packaging, very sturdy. I think it's a cardboard insert, a wrap, like, in the plastic, so it's really sturdy. Comes with a little brush. The brush is actually really nice. They tip, like the tip pointy side is really good for getting your inner corner, and this one I've actually used a couple times for my lower lash line, and it works really well for that as well. So my last and final palette, and also my other honorable mention, I only call this an honorable mention because it is one that I haven't had for very long, and it is the Vegas Nay Stardust palette. When I'm not doing dark vampy looks with my Raw Power from Kat Von D, which I'm currently obsessed with, it's a single shadow, I'm using the Stardust palette. The shades in here are absolutely beautiful. When I first saw it online, I was kind of like, I can probably find all those shades in my collection. You know, I have so many palettes, but then I saw swatches and I had to have it. This one right here, hashtag selfie, is the most gorgeous inner corner highlight. This millennial, sorry, I couldn't read it upside down, is the perfect transition color. This is Girls Night is gorgeous, blended out in the crease, and it is just an amazing palette. It gets me so excited. I love it. And it came with a glitter pigment as well as a deluxe size sample of Better Than Sex and the Too Faced Shadow Assurance Primer, which I also like. Those two eyeshadows, somebody just commented on one of my videos. I'm sorry, I was reading it. But anyway, yeah, that's the Vegas Nay Stardust palette. So those were my top 7 favorite palettes. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. Follow me on my social media, Instagram and Snapchat. Snapchat's a lot of fun. We get really behind the scenes. You get to see a bunch about my babies and stuff. I will see you in my next video. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Mwah.